in the afternoon to say good afternoon. It is just barely afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. They all think Daddy's getting treats. You might have to since you're standing there and I said the word. Anyway, there's Delilah Rose. And let's see, Lucy's still here. She's Lucy's mommy. There's Goldie. I call her little Goldilocks. There's Goldie. Her due date is tomorrow, and she's going to have F1b Golden Doodle babies. OMG. Delilah, that's enough, okay? That's enough. Delilah always puts food out to make sure all the other babies can get it. See what she did? She's so nice, but we try to help her, Delilah. Delilah, there's a lot of food. Delilah Rose, no. Hey, when I tell her no, sometimes she walks away and I want her to eat. Sweetie, looky here. 1, 2, 3. We've got 3 big pans. Look at that. So everybody can eat. Oh, you little monkey. Stop it. No more. Stop. Okay? Everybody can eat. We don't need it scattered. There's Coco. Okay, so where was I? Beautiful Delilah Rose. Is that Zeus or Lucy that just went out?
How about these two?
Mwah.
Here's Goldie.
There's Goldie. Goldie's going to have her baby soon. This is one of her babies. That's Halo.
Ray.
And Ray's going to have her babies. So Goldie is due tomorrow. Where'd she go? Outside. Wow, I'm going in a circle. You think I got them dizzy? So Goldie's due date is tomorrow. F1b Golden Doodles.
You probably have
a lot of puppies. Goldie has had 2 litters before. That's one of her little angels. My friend Lindsay has 2 of her babies from before, named Daphne and Delilah. How can you not? Everybody wants a Delilah, but it's not like our Delilah. Goldie, you're on TV. Yay! Look at this tummy. Oh my. Here's little Maisie. Maisie has a home, but I believe her second mommy is having a surgery or something. So they're not going to get her till the end of the month, the 27th. My friend Teresa is flying her to Boston. And this is, she's with her mommy. Zara is Maisie's mommy. And we have Zeus still here. His second family, they're in Mexico for the holidays. And there's my Coco Lily. Coco had 8 puppies. They all went home. And so we're back. Goldie's due tomorrow. Raven is due the 20th. Goldie and Halo are my only golden doodles. And Halo is mine and Goldie belongs to my friend Teresa. Hi, Shelly. And here's Big Daddy, Valentino. His name is Valentino Baccio, which is Italian for Valentine Kiss. Turn light on. There's my Paloma. Her name is Paloma Sol. Paloma is Spanish for dove. It also, like, I don't know what you call girls today because I'm old. But like they used to say somebody was really hot. Pretty hot young thing. What have you got in your mouth? Oh, she's eating a squeaker. She got the squeaker. Anyway, I named her Paloma because when I went to school in Houston, I had a friend who was so beautiful on the inside and out, and her name was Paloma. There's Zeus. There's Paloma. We call her Lolo. And I got her squeaker. Oh, John's showing off puppies. Here's Lucy. Lucy is available, but I'm not in a hurry because her little sister needs a friend here to play till she goes. But Lucy is available, and this weekend I think she's 10 weeks old. And let's see. Hello, Jackie. And I see Shelly. Okay, so there's Lolo. She's pregnant. Magic in her tummy from this man. And she's due the 24th. Yes, Lucy is so darn cute and sweet. And she's going to have F1b Labradoodle babies. If you're interested, I put my reserve list on our website. You go to I'm doing an infomercial. www.HomeRaisedLabradoodles.com. Available, /available dash, like the minus sign, puppies. Hit enter. And then that's my landing page for my website. It has a lot of information, and it has available puppies. It has my reserve list. You can also just go to HomeRaisedLabradoodles.com and click on the menu and go to the available puppies page. And if you're new to Labradoodles or any doodle, I have a lot of information on that website that you can learn a lot about. Learn about their ear care for one thing. And these are people babies. They're not outdoor dogs. We'll never have anybody that's an outdoor dog. And let's see, so I did show the 3 mamas. There's Halo and there's her mommy, my only Goldens. And she's not even mine. I just pretend like she is because she's here. Right, Goldie? And here's Valentino. He's the daddy. And there's Delilah. Lucy is one of Delilah's babies. And here's Zara. She's telling her enough, right? Okay, there's Zara. And Zara is not Lucy. She's Maisie's mama. And she's Zeus's mama. There's my little Gia. Her name is Giovanna Wilhelmina. And we call her Giamina. And isn't she a beautiful girl? And she's so sweet. And she gives the best kisses. Zeusy gives kisses too. Hey, John, can you hold the camera so I can get my kisses? There's Ray Ray. Sometimes you have to growl and tell the babies no. Okay, there's Coco Lily. There's Paloma. Here you go. A toy eye.
Yeah, baby.
These toys that you just bought the other day are no-goes. They fall apart easily. The little ones can play with them. Okay, darlings. Does anybody have any questions about any of the babies? Look, this is aw. Let's do a little bit on Maisie, because Maisie's mama watches the videos.
There she is.
Here's little Maisie. Oh, and here's little Lucy. And there's little Zeusy. Don't you all wish you could do this? Yes. They're so sweet. No bites, though. No bites. Lucy's still working on the no bite. Maisie is perfect, right? Yes. Aw, no bites, okay, sweetheart. You put your hand over their muzzle, because that's what the mommies would do with their paw or their mouth. And, let's see. So this is our little darling that's available. Say hi. She's an F1b Labradoodle.
I think she weighed 13 pounds.
A couple days ago.
Last time we were.
Oh, that would have been almost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So she's 10 weeks, I think, today. She's current on her vaccination and her deworming. And I'll say she's potty trained. Now, none of these puppies go in the house anymore. They all go out the doggy door. She's one of Zara's babies, and Valentino's the daddy. We did have to raise our prices this year because we added in some medicine we
You had to raise your prices because they want.
We raised our prices to $9.50 because, well, one thing, I always give a lot of discounts, but because we added in some medicine to our routine to prevent the Giardia and Coccidia. We try our best to prevent it. This is kind of an early treatment just in case it was coming up. So we've done that and thinking about maybe adding the microchipping in. If I do, I don't know. You know, like I've heard it can move around, but there are so many people doing it at this age, and if we put it into a muscle, then it shouldn't be able to move. So that's something that we're looking into, and that costs quite a bit of money to get started up with that.
I like tags.
Like what?
Tags.
Yeah, we always do tags and collars and toys. Just, you know, I just get tight on money sometime, and it's a new year, and a lot of people are, everybody else is doing it. Isn't that bad? Anyway, I'm sorry. I would do my very best to stay under 1,000 because I like being able to have puppies.
Who's Jackie?
What, babe?
Jackie?
Yeah. You might tell her you need a new hat, please, because your dog's chewed yours up. She's on.
Oh, that's who that is.
Farm Dog USA. Jackie has a wonderful organization where they have service dogs for farmers. And it's called Farm Dog USA, and it's spelled like a pharmacy, PHARM, and Dog USA. And we're always willing to donate a puppy. Oh no, Lucy, you want to go be a? That's not Lucy, that's Zeus. Does Lucy want to go be a farm dog? Well, I have a problem with that if a farm dog's going to live outside, because none of my babies can live outside. That's just not who they are. Zeus, oh my, his collar's getting tight. Zeus is going to a family where his second mommy is a runner. That a lot of you are healthy and...
I think I could keep up with him.
I mean, you guys are so healthy, and I see you running your marathons, and... Oh, you must have been raised like that, and I wish I was. Sorry, Mom. It never occurred to us where we were living and how we were living. But I'm just so happy to see all the healthy people, and these dogs really enjoy it. I've got 2 dogs that are runners. One of them is Valentino's brother from the very second litter, and his name is Honu. And he came to visit. Well, they came to pick up a little sister. They got a doodle. First time she got a poodle and named him Honu. Then she got a little doodle. I forgot what that name was. Leo. Oh, he was so cute. And it was Leo, L-I-O. She's into the Hawaiian names. Anyway, he stood beside Valentino. They were both at least 2. I don't know. They're full grown. And this Honu stood beside his brother Valentino. They looked almost exactly the same color and height, except this Honu had a little more than an inch width on each side. It was muscle from being a runner. And he was hard as a rock and sweet as a baby like this. And you know what? This little guy was, well, it went back and forth between him and Jake, who were the biggest puppies we had in our last litters. So he's a big, big boy to start with.
Now Lucy's.
He's one of Zara's, and Zara is built like Paloma. Paloma's had puppies get up to 80 and 85 pounds.
Lucy's right.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Maisie? You want to play? These babies are so sweet. They can be in a dead sleep by the front door or the back door, or maybe even outside. And if they hear silliness like Grammy's on the floor giving kisses, they come in for their kisses. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That's sweet. Macy, don't chew on Grammy's hair, okay? How about some sugars? Kissy face? Kissy face? That's sweet. That's sweet. And these 2 are both reserved. My puppies, they don't go home till they're 8 weeks old. If you're one of our puppy families, I pretty much love you because you're getting one of our babies. So we work with you if you need your baby a few days early. And if you need your baby later, we'll keep your baby for you because we love them, right? Yes. And I love when they come to visit and when they stay with Grandma. So we just had someone come this morning thinking of reserving, and they're going somewhere in February, I think. And these puppies from our next litters will be ready to go in March, but they thought they'd be ready in February, and like they were gone on vacation, and they didn't, or they are going to be. They didn't want to get a puppy sooner and have to leave it with their son or someone because they want to be the primary caregivers and bond. So anyway, if there's anything like that, we'll keep your baby for you. Yeah, and we don't charge anything either. If it comes time for another shot, what is it, maybe $15?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've never been anybody made of money. And a lot of places I go, they always want money. So it's a good thing to have. Yes. I'm not somebody with a big hunger for it, but it's nice to have.
We're not millionaires
Yeah.
from them yet.
I mean, you got to pay. And those people, they're just people doing their jobs, trying to pay bills like we are. What happened? What happened to sweet kisses and no bites? No, sweet kisses, sweet kisses, sweet kisses. You're just being a stinker, aren't you? Oh, and here's little Lucy, who is available.
Oh, she make it back.
She's adorable. This little Maisie, I know we're having her here till the 26th, and the last two girls that left and went home, it affected Maisie because she plays with them, and she wanted to run out the door with them, and then she sat at the door kind of sad. So when I got notices that my ads were expiring, I didn't renew. No. And this little girl's available, and if you want her, you can reserve her. Well, I have an application. If you are a great puppy mommy or daddy, you can reserve Lucy, but I prefer she doesn't leave till the 25th or 26th. So her and her sissy will have lots of time together. Right, darling. Here's Coco Lily. Coco had 8 babies. Coco's mommy is a chocolate lab, and her daddy is Murray. He was a caramel party poodle. And her mama, she's a little booty scratch babe. My baby.
You're welcome to bring Clementine anytime.
Yes, I love seeing my babies. And you're welcome to come meet our babies.
You can come watch them. Be crazy.
Anyway, this little angel, her mommy was a chocolate lab who would have a curly litter, and then she'd have a wiry litter. And we got a wiry babe because we're trying to get, like John says, these dogs will be great hunters. We've heard of people hunting with them, and we hear them going to parties out in the country, and is it called flushing pheasants and stuff out?
Flush.
Yeah. You know, they're not even hunting dogs, and they do that, and they impress the hunters around. So I have this little darling and Gia over there with their wiry coats in hopes of getting a wiry doodle. All these doodles have hair instead of fur, so them being wiry doesn't mean they're going to shed, because they have hair that breaks off like ours. Hair that grows until you cut it. They don't have fur that grows a certain length and falls out. Sit down, darling. So, anyway, these are our babies. You're welcome to meet them. If you want a puppy from these next 3 litters, my golden doodles, I think we already have the top 3 picks, just between her mom, her other mommy, and her friends. And this is going to be different because I normally have reserves on the puppies before they're born, like I do with Raven and Paloma. I think they're up to number 6 if you'd like to make a reserve. But Goldie's babies, when they're born, after her mommy figures out which ones and how many she needs, you'll be able to reserve those puppies right as they're there, and you'll know which one you're getting. Won't be an early reserve. And if you want one of our Labradoodles, I suggest getting a reserve now, because other people are going to, and you want to be higher on the list so you can pick your puppy sooner. And I was going to mention hunting. If you want a doodle with their tail docked, we will do that, but you have to be the very first pick of the litter, because we need to do that when we have their dew claws removed.
2 days.
By 2 days old, so you need to have pick of the litter and pick your puppy when they're born, so we can get that done. Haven't had any interest in having a whole litter with dock tails, which, you know, that's something that a lot of people are against. But did you circumcise your son? Or are you a man who circumcised and thankful? Sometimes you have to do things. And I mean, there are needs for it. Like if you're going to have a service dog or a therapy dog and you're going to take them into the hospital, I can understand wanting a shorter tail, so their big, beautiful, sweeping tail that's going to be wagging because they're happy. You don't want it hitting cords and wires and knocking stuff over. It's something that, you know, it happens. I'm sure it hurts them for a bit and it's done. And then there are so many benefits in life. What can I say? When we were doing poodles, we always docked the tails. And my friend who does poodles never docks the tails. It's up to you, you know. So, Valentino's mommy lost interest in her babies. She just one litter, she acted like she didn't want to take care of babies anymore. And she did. But then she took great care of them, and she had all these little mamas to help. But she was spayed after that, and she's living with a very wonderful family up the road. I'm never, ever, ever going to force a dog to be bred and have babies and take care of them. You know, whenever they're done, they're done. We do have younger ones like Halo and Gia. They're not old enough to be bred yet, but we got them. This was her first litter, and I'm a licensed in-home breeder. I'm allowed to have eight adult dogs over a year old, but I'm allowed 6 that we're actually breeding. And when we started, we did buy some adult dogs, and I have rehomed them. But all of the dogs we have now are my babies that we've had from babies, and I just can't let them go. So Paloma and Raven, even though they make beautiful babies, they're getting spayed, and it's sooner than they needed to. They probably could have another year, but I have to stay in my numbers. And, you know, like, anyway, we have our litters twice a year, and we're not hard on our mamas at all. And we're not a puppy mill that has 29 puppies all the time. You know, twice a year. And with Paloma and Raven this time, and Goldie, they're kind of extra because it's their last litter. My girls won't be bred again, so we won't have this group after this one. We have a winter and we have a spring or summer burst of puppies. And Goldie is here just because I love her and I want to take care of her puppies. It's kind of helping her other mommy out because they have a lot of puppies there. Anyway, my dogs are not going to be mistreated, and they're not going to be abused, and they're not going to be taken advantage of. So, if you have questions about me, if you freak out that I have 3 litters, they're taken care of. And I don't know what else. If anybody has any questions, you can post them on this video and we'll reply. You can email me under it's HomeRaisedLabradoodles@gmail.com. We were affordable designer dogs for 5 years, and I just got too many calls about people looking for any breed other than a Labradoodle. So we changed our name to exactly what we are, Home-Raised Labradoodles. And I don't know, but you can look up affordable designer dogs and find pictures and videos and stories. You can look up Home-Raised Labradoodles and find us. I am licensed. I'm inspected twice a year. They're both kind of surprise inspections because I never know when they're coming. Well, my cameraman got bored, and he's going to work on my dying plants today, so I have to leave him alone and just be grateful. Yep, it's nap time. I wish I could take a nap. I'm not even tired now, though. I slept until 10:15. That was awesome, especially since 2 nights ago I went to bed at midnight and woke up at 4:45, and we spent yesterday in Des Moines. John has it's called an arachnoidal cyst. He's had, I believe, 5 brain surgeries with tumors removed, and he has this arachnoidal cyst. It's got 8 little legs, and it's wrapped around and interwoven into his brain stem, so it is inoperable. And he's been having some problems lately. So we had to go to the neurology doctor, and he's scheduled for some tests on the 17th. Anyway, that's what we were doing. Let's see how many babies are in here. 1. Well, I count by birth order, that way I know everyone's here. And we do our treats in this order. Oh, she's napping. So we have Valentino, Raven, Paloma, Zara, Delilah, Coco, Halo, Gia, and our visitor, Goldie. Everybody's here, and the little ones are either sleeping by the back door or playing out in the backyard. Aw, thank you, Michelle. And I love my mouse pad and that little blankie. I wish I would have known it was from you sooner. I would have sent you a message. Okay, well, I have work to do, but I just wanted to share all of our babies. Bye-bye. Oh, and friend me on Facebook if you want. I put a link to our personal page, because then you can tag me and I can see your puppies.